Hello. This is going to be a diabetic journey update part 2. So it's been 3.5 months since I started working hard to try to get my diabetes in check and lose a little bit of weight, restrict my carbohydrate intake, and get in better shape for my upcoming Pacific Crest Trail hike in 2022. So it is April 4th that I was able to pull a permit application. This week on January 11th, I was able to get in and submit an application for hiking the Pacific Crest Trail in 2022. And my fingers are crossed that that application is going to be approved. I don't know what their criteria is for approving or disapproving, but we'll see. So it's almost official now that I have the permit, which is a big relief. And so we'll be working on that. So if you recall from my previous video, I haven't been so diligent in eating correctly and keeping my blood sugars in check, and I've had awful A1Cs, 13, 12, last one 10, and then I decided to get after it. Also, I have some pretty bad neuropathy going on, and part of that's going to be a bit of a challenge on my hike, the Pacific Crest Trail. But and you know, my feet and legs don't heal as fast as a non-diabetic person's might, so a little bit more cautious about potential getting blisters and scratches and so forth. But anyway, related to diabetes, my previous video I mentioned I had started eating a low-carb diet, exercising, losing some weight, and getting my A1C in check. And my last A1C was 5.9. So that's good. We're going the right direction. And you know, the diabetic America's Diabetes Association, they recommend keeping your A1C under 7, or even more better, under 6.5. So I'm where they say I should be. Over 5.5 indicates you're diabetic. So I'm not getting normal blood glucoses as if I wasn't diabetic, but I am. I'm going the right direction. So that's good. I also mentioned that my estimated GFR, my kidney filtration rate, was 59, which put me at a stage 3A chronic kidney disease. Really good news on that front. 3 months later, almost to the date, I got another test, and it came out at 83. So my filtration rate, my kidneys improved. Improved up to, 90 and above would be a stage 1. So, and it's 90 and above is also considered not really having chronic kidney disease. It's considered a normal range, 90 to 120. So, holy smokes. I mean, I still will have it, I'm sure, but I'm moving the right direction. And I think I attribute that primarily to my low carbohydrate diet and exercise, getting my sugars under control, and my blood pressure. So high blood pressure and high sugar levels are the most damaging to your kidneys, and both of those are under control. Another thing that I think I attribute it to is I used to drink a lot of Diet Pepsi and Coke Zero. And I remember one day I walked into a gas station and a lady said, "Oh, the caramel coloring in those will kill you. They'll destroy your kidneys." That's what happened to my husband. And I was like, "Was your husband diabetic?" Yeah, but it was the color, the caramel coloring in those, colas that ruined his kidneys. And I don't know. So I cut way back on that. I did drink a little bit more Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew, but I cut back a lot on soda for the last 3 months and drank a lot more water. And so that may have some impact on my kidney function improvement. So, and then I'm gonna sit down up here and talk to you a little bit about my cholesterol. All right, I'm about a little over 3.5 miles on my walk today. Let's talk a little bit about what's happened with my cholesterol. So 3 months ago, when I started my low carbohydrate diet and exercise program, my total cholesterol was 147, so it wasn't bad. This time it's 167, so it's gone up 20 points. My triglycerides were 92. They've almost halved. They're at 47. And then my HDL was at 43, and it's gone up to 54, so that's good. And then my VLDL was 17 last time. It was 10 this time. And my LDL was 87 last time, and it went up to 103. So that is considered high if it's over 100 or over 99. It's 100 or over. My key ratio, which I'm sure you have all heard, which is your total cholesterol divided by your HDL. That ratio, they want to be under 3. If it's greater than 5, you're at an increased risk for cardiovascular disease. Mine last time was 3.4. This time it was 3.1. So it went down a little bit. So that's good. It went in the right direction. There are 2 other key ratios that you should check when you get your cholesterol. One is your triglycerides divided by your HDL. So last time that was a 2.63 for me, and this time it was a 0.87. So last time it was greater than 2, which is considered at a higher risk for cardiovascular disease, and this time it was less than 1 at 0.87, and I am told the sweet spot is 1 to 1.25. So I don't know what that means when I'm lower than a sweet spot. If you know, if you are familiar with that ratio and understand that, let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate being filled in. The other second, or actually the third ratio that you should look at is your total cholesterol. It's your triglycerides divided by your total cholesterol. So last time my triglycerides divided by my total cholesterol was 0.626. This time it was 0.2814. So greater than 1 is considered insulin resistant. The higher the number, more than 1, the more insulin resistant you are, the more you are on that path of metabolic syndrome. The sweet spot, I am told, is between 0.375 and 0.5. So this time, once again, I am below the sweet spot at 0.2814. So if you know what that means, also let me know. But my empirical evidence here is that a low carbohydrate, a ketogenic type diet is beneficial. Now you say, oh, wait a minute, your LDL went up. Well, so when it comes to LDL, first of all, if you're fat adapted and your body is burning fat, you need metabolism that can carry the fat around, and your LDL carries that fat around and delivers it to your cells for metabolism. So if you become fat adapted by going ketogenic, it's common that your LDL will go up. because you need more LDL to transport the fat around. And mine is only slightly higher than 99. It's 103, so I'm really not too worried about it, and I think it's a direct result of the fact that I am in ketosis. The second thing, when it comes to LDL, the dangerous blanket LDL bad for you? No. High LDL bad for you? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on the size of the LDL. So if it's a normal, healthy LDL that's fluffy and can fit the cell receptors fine and deliver its cargo, then it's not unhealthy. But if it's been damaged through glycation and is compressed and misshapen and no longer able to function in the way it's supposed to function, then it's bad. And the way you know that is you get a nuclear magnetic resonancing test, which will tell you the sizes of your LDL. So next time I get my cholesterol, I'm going to get that. And I wish I'd done it before and I could compare if it's improved. But the damaged glycated LDL is what can get into the walls of your arteries, and then your body treats that as foreign, and white blood cells will surround it and encapsulate it, and that's when you get hardening of the arteries, and you get that buildup in your arteries, narrowing of the artery, plaque, and you get plaque in your arteries. So when you get your cholesterol, if you really want to see the big picture, if you have high LDL, then get that nuclear magnetic resonancing test and find out the relative sizes of the LDL and see how much damaged LDL that you have. And a whole lot of small damaged LDL that's not very good for you is going to really be the key indicator of what you, whether you might have plaque buildup in your arteries. All right, so that's my empirical evidence for this diet on the impact on my cholesterol, and we'll see next time also. And again, super excited about the improved kidney function. I know a lot of doctors say you're not going to improve your kidney function, but I found a YouTuber who had, and I have. So going from a 59 to an 83 is pretty exciting, and I'm excited to see what it is next time. And so while my total cholesterol went up a little bit from 147 to 160 something, those three key ratios all improved. So we're doing the right thing. And only one, my LDL, fell out of what's considered normal parameter, and I don't think that's a problem. So that's good. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an update on my diabetic journey and some of my numbers, and look forward to you subscribing and sharing with me your diabetic journey and joining me on Pacific Crest Trail in 2022. Okay, see you guys later. We're going on 5 miles for this walk, and this is a new camera, so I'm just giving it a little test. I haven't tested this yet. And this is a Vivo X70 Pro Plus. So I dropped my other phone, which was the Vivo X50, in the street at night, in the dark, in the rain. Got ran over and destroyed. So I had to get a new one. And this is the X70 Plus. This X70 Plus is waterproof, so that's an added advantage over the X50. It has the same built-in gimbal camera, and might have slightly smaller battery, I can't remember, but this is what I'll be using to record my my hike along the Pacific Crest Trail. Alright, this is wrapping up 6-mile walk, last 2 hours, and it's getting cold out, the sun's gone over the hill, and I'm quitting.